Hey guys, and welcome back to Pokémon FireRed. So last time we reached Cerulean City? Cerulean, I can't pronounce that properly. Anyway, I did some leveling up off screen. Pikachu, Nidoking, Geodude and Charmeleon are all at level 20. I stored the Mankey in the computer because I'm no longer using it. And I believe Pidgey should level up at 18. I thought it was 16, but now I think it's 18, so I might still be wrong. So, and when I say level up at 18, I mean evolve at 18. Okay, let's go. I should only need one more fight to get to 18, so I thought I'd save that up for the recording. There we go, level 18. What? Pidgey is evolving! Yay! So, I guess 18, not 16. Ta-da! Pidgey turned into Pidgeotto. So let's switch the Pikachu back to the front. And also, I guess, might as well save the game. As you can see, almost 7 hours of playtime now. Again, I used the accelerate feature while leveling. And now let's go explore the town. Firstly, I want to go in here. I think this is just a help guy. He basically tells me about the effects of certain badges, but since, no, accidentally pressed A once too much. The gym leaders basically tell us what the badges do after we defeat them. I thought there was a hidden item somewhere here, but maybe not. Anyway. Let's also go in here. I think somewhere in here you can get the first berries. Okay. So I need to have a berry to be able to communicate with that guy. I think someone here gives you the first fishing rod. Let's just talk to people. I do not have a Poliwhirl and I do not want a Jinx. I mean, it's a good trade because that's the only way to get a Jinx, but I still don't want to do it. I don't have a Poliwhirl and I don't like... I don't really like Jinx. It is an interesting combination, since it's, I think Psychic and Ice. But still. So much time, so little to do. Blah-de-blah. Might have been wrong about the fishing rod. Actually, I believe I am. Obviously. So now let's just head up here. Oh, it's as if I'd known. Yo, Strange, you're still struggling along back here? I'm doing great. I caught a bunch of strong and smart Pokemon. Here, let me see what you caught, Strange. He should open with Pidgeotto of his own, which is why Pikachu's in the front right now. Yeah, okay. So I have a level advantage and a type advantage, and Pikachu still needs experience. That's very good. Ah, sand attack, darn. Okay, I think that was a quick attack that didn't go through because it was paralyzed. That's quite nice. And this is the kill. Cool. He will use Rattata, or Rattata. Guess let's go for Nidoking. Because he knows Double Kick, which is a fighting move. Should be, yeah. Should be an easy kill, and it was. He will use Squirtle. That's obviously a Pikachu job. Okay, he's using Withdraw, that raises his defense, just like Defense Curl. I don't know if that applies against Thunder Shock actually, but he's dead, so it doesn't really matter. I will not be changing Pokemon for Abra, because even though it's a level 16 Abra, at which point it should have evolved to Kadabra, I think that's the next stage, he hasn't done that, so all it knows is Teleport, which basically Teleport gets you out of fights with wild Pokemon, but it has no effect in a trainer battle, so that Abra does not have any attack that can actually do anything. So it's free experience. Hey, take it easy. You won already. And we got 288 Pokebucks. Hey, guess what? I went to Bill's and got him to show me his rare Pokemon. That added a lot of pages to my Pokedex. After all, Bill's world famous as a Pokemaniac. He invented the Pokemon storage system on PC too. Since you're using his system, you should go thank him. Well, I better get rolling. Smell you later. Oh yeah, right. I feel sorry for you. No, really, you're always plotting behind me. So here, I'll give you a little present as a favor. Got the Fame Checker. Put the Fame Checker in the key items. A chatty gossip like you, that thing's perfect. I don't need it because I don't give a hoot about others. Alright, this time I really am gone. Smell ya! So that was our, I guess, third encounter with Gary Oak. Okay, let's get the Pokemon healed up again. This is approaching the point where I'm able, in theory at least, to catch an Abra. I just want to see if I can already buy Super Balls at the mart here. I doubt it, but I want to make sure. I can only buy Pokeballs, but I'm going to buy 6 of them. Okay. I don't have any moves that prevent a Pokemon from fleeing battle, and as I've said, Wild Abras know only Teleport. So basically I have to get lucky on throwing a Pokeball at full health. Let's go save this quickly. This is Nugget Bridge. You have to beat 5 trainers and you get a nugget as a reward. The trainers themselves aren't particularly strong, I believe. Yeah, level 10 Caterpie. It's not exactly interesting, but it's a good training opportunity. I will also be changing out Pokemon for this. Pidgeotto needs more experience. And Pikachu's at level 20 is already fairly solid, so I'm only switching him in for type advantages now. Okay, it's good experience, and since I have the type advantage, I wanted to kill the enemies anyway. Don't know what she has, but let's just see. I'm second, now it's serious. Whatever. Oh, she starts off with a Pidgey, that's good. Oddish, that's a plant type, so we want... No, definitely don't want you. Let's go for Pidgeotto. I'm going to keep this with me for a while, so I'm not going to stop leveling it just yet, and I have an advantage against plants. Well, I guess it's grass type, but I will refer to it as plant type, probably just because that's stuck in my head. In German, they're called Well, the German description actually does mention them. Well, the German equivalent of the grass type is plant, Pflanze, which is German for plant. So yeah, that's why it's stuck in my head. Bellsprout, I will not change Pokemon, that's a plant as well. And I find plant to be a better description anyway than grass, because, well, they are plants, but they're not all grass. Okay, level 19, that's interesting. Or rather, that's good. It's not necessarily interesting. Just as a sort of random side note, I ordered Wildstar, which is a... It's no longer a new MMO, it's just an MMO now. Came out quite a while ago. Oh, I learned Slam, by the way. Pretty strong, normal attack. And I'd always been playing with the idea of giving it a try. It has some fairly nice hardcore raiding content, which I like. And so, yeah, I'll be right back. Screw ringing doorbells. Nothing important even. But anyway, let's keep going. I don't have a type advantage here, so makes the fight a little slower. I don't even... do I... It's a ground type. I don't believe I have anything that's strong against ground type at the moment. Level 21. Using Akans, we have an advantage there. Yeah, I don't believe anything I have is strong against ground. Let's go for Geodude. The reason I'm going for Geodude, guess I should show you his moveset, is that, yeah, Intimidate, I don't really care. Geodude has Magnitude, which is a variable strength, well, it's a random attack power, but it's ground type, which is strong against poison. And it can go from Magnitude 4 to Magnitude 10, and varying, it varies how strong it is, basically. Stumped flat, indeed. Let's see what she has. She might be opening up with a Pidgey, but she might also have like a Jigglypuff or a Pikachu, I don't know. Male Nidoran. I think Thundershock should work. THs are very difficult for, especially for Germans, I find, but like non-native English speakers have trouble with the THs. Especially when they're in very weird spots. It's like when you're saying Mr. Smith's wife. It's just difficult to get right for a non-native speaker, I find. Okay, I might get poisoned from this because Quick Attack is... Okay, I didn't. Quick Attack is a physical... It's an attack where you touch the enemy. And those attacks, if you do those against a Nidoran, you might get poisoned. Let's go for Magnitude, because they are part poison. I'm not even sure, I think Nidorans might be pure poison. Okay, 201 experience. Okay, just for safety I'm going to save here. And let's check the last guy. Okay, I'm number 5, I'll stomp you. I somehow doubt he's going to stomp me, but you never know. Kappa Ethan would like to battle, send out Mankey. I mean, ideally I'd use Pidgeotto, but let's see if Pikachu can't win this. Okay, paralyzed, that's good. I don't know what the chance on paralyzation preventing an action is, but it's reasonable. I mean, as you can see, I just actually got it twice in a row, which is somewhat lucky. Okay, Pokemon, I think I want Nidoking in the front. I'm guessing here. believe the next trainer starts out with a Rattata. Congratulations, you beat our 5 contest trainers. You just earned a fabulous prize. Which is a nugget, which we can sell for 5,000 bucks. By the way, how would you like to join Team Rocket? We're a group of professional criminals specializing in Pokémon. Want to join? Okay, someone is using a drilling tool or something outside. I'm hoping that's not too noticeable. Actually, I'll cut. And here we are again. I had to close the windows. Sorry about that. Lots of interruptions. Are you sure? Come on, join us. I'm telling you to join. Okay, you need convincing. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. There is no way to say yes or no anyway. It's just kind of a plot thing. Okay, he starts off with an Ekans. That's not ideal. I thought he started off with a Rattata, but oh well. As you can tell, some of my knowledge is fairly rusty. I'll just use Peck, because Double Kick is a fighting move and they're weak against poison. Okay, he has Bite, but that's not strong. So I should get the kill quite easily. Obviously, Geodude would have been ideal for this. He's using Zubat. I do like that. Send out Pikachu. It may seem excessive leveling up Pikachu this much, but you will see it's quite handy for the next gym. With your ability you'd become a top leader in Team Rocket. Come on, think of the opportunity. Don't let this chance go to waste. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. I already mentioned this at some point, but just it bears repeating in case someone didn't watch that episode or anything. There are some Pokemon in this game which only evolve to their final stage when you trade them. And some of those I am using, and some of those I might be using in my final team setup as well. I think Gengar is in my currently planned final team, and he only becomes Gengar when you trade him. So I will be using the emulator's features to do that. I can basically link with myself. So there is that. The same goes for Geodude. Once he evolves into Graveler, he can only evolve into the final stage Golem if you trade him. Pikachu would need a Thunder Rock, Thunderstone. I think that's what they're called. Which I can't get yet, so I'll just have to keep it as a Pikachu. And Nidoking's already at his final level. Pidgeotto and Charmeleon just level up. Just evolve from leveling up. I keep getting level up and evolve confused, so it should be clear from context what I mean, though. This Team Rocket dude's just sticking around. Let's see what this trainer wants to say. I saw your feet from the grass. Notice he says feet, as in achievement, not as in things attached to your legs. Because in the tall grass, the feet would actually be the one thing you couldn't see. Let's go for a double kick. This time I had the right Pokemon to start out with. For an Ekans, we're going to change to Geodude. And just in case, Ekans is snake spelled backwards. Ha ha ha, isn't that a brilliant idea? On the same note, Alucard is Dracula spelled backwards, which apparently takes some people years to realize. Magnitude 4, that's about as weak as it gets. Yeah, as you can see, even though it's super effective and I'm 6 levels above the enemy, Magnitude 4 is just really, really weak. Magnitude 8, however, is probably going to get the kill. I'm actually fairly certain. There we go. I'm going to try some wild encounters here. Let's put... no point... I'll put Pidgeotto in the front. As you can see, we can get Pidgeys here. This is where I'll be leveling up Pikachu some more, by the way, but on camera I'm just going to get 3, maybe 4 encounters to try and get an Abra. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Let's go for a quick attack. It's the first encounter. As I said, I'm going for 3. I wouldn't mind catching the Abra on camera, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Okay, a Caterpie. Very low level though. However, if you want to catch these and evolve them yourself, I would suggest getting one in the Viridian Forest, because they evolve at level 7 and then again at level 10. So if you've got it at level 7 already, I'm not sure if the evolution sort of carries over. I seem to recall that it means that you just don't get that evolution, which would suck. I don't know though, I have never ever done that, so I might be telling complete garbage here. Okay, last encounter. It's a Kakuna. Okay, up here is TM45 attract. Okay, I did know it was a TM, didn't know which one. We want Nidoking in the front, like so. I just got down from Mount Moon, but I've still got gas in the tank. Oh, he starts off with a fighting type. Oh well. I think flying is effective against fight, so actually that wasn't such a bad choice, putting Nidoking in front. Low kick. It's not very effective because I'm part poison, but obviously Nidoking is fairly heavy, so that does make low kick quite strong. He's using Geodude. Send out Charmeleon. I have Metal Claw, which is of a type advantage, so that's good. Rock Throw is super effective because it's rock against fire, which is very strong. So that kinda sucks. Oh yeah, I think 1 or 2 episodes ago I kind of went on a bit of a rambling spree about the, you know, which moves are effective against what and such. I think the one example I can come up with is that fighting type moves are strong against normal Pokemon, but normal type moves are not weak against fighting type Pokemon. Fairly certain that's the case. Again, I might be wrong, and that might be annoying. Let's save the game. But I think, yeah, I think that's the case. So anyway, it's not like it really matters. It's more sort of pedantic kind of statement. Okay, that should be just a random normal trainer, which means I could put Pikachu in the front. Which I still need levels on, or still want levels on Pikachu. I'm just not going to put Pikachu in front for trainers that, like the Wanderer guys, which have Rock type Pokemon, which Pikachu is not very useful against, especially because a lot of them also have the ground type. So, you know, I'm useless against ground Pokemon using Pikachu. Okay, uses Sparrow. It's very nice. Gives good experience and I have the type advantage. Okay, let's switch back over to Nidoking. You're going to see Bill? First we battle. Yeah, these hikers tend to have rock-type Pokemon. Go Nidoking, and use Double Kick. Could be a one-hit KO? Yeah. One-hit kill. There are certain attacks which actually are one-hit KOs guaranteed, so they're guaranteed to kill. Obviously Double Kick isn't one of them. Most of these one-hit kill things suffer from low accuracy though. That took me to a great party on the SSN at Vermilion City, which we will be heading there eventually. Anyway, this is just a youngster. I think they used to be called Teenager. Slowpoke. I think this is a... Might be thinking of the wrong thing, but yeah, it's water. It's half water, half psychic. Or maybe it's just water and it goes psychic when it evolves. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's part water, so I am super effective. Ding, level 22. I'm not mad. That's what all the mad people say. Pikachu's half dead, so I'm going to town to heal it. It's my primary... It's currently my primary Pokemon because I want it to level up. I mean, if it gets to level 25, I would probably stop, but it's not going to get there without farming. So there is that. So yeah, I mentioned earlier that I had ordered WildStar. I do play Guild Wars quite a bit, and WildStar is sort of, well, it's published by NCSoft just like Guild Wars, that's kind of the connection there. It borrows a lot of features from a lot of MMOs. It sort of, I think it tries to be a... It tries to deliver some content. Oh, your boyfriend is cool. Fair enough. It tries to deliver some content to any kind of player. But apparently it had a lot of sort of starting diseases, I guess, where in the beginning on release it was glitchy and not terribly good, which can kill an MMO quite badly. But just from what I heard, most of these glitches and issues have been removed, so the gear progression is nicer now, and the leveling goes faster and all those things. So apparently it's a very cool and fun game now. And I thought to myself, hey, let's give it a go. It has a monthly subscription fee. Usual WoW cost, I guess, but the advantage is it does get fairly regular updates, and if you play actively enough, you're able to buy your game time using in-game currency. Not sure if that'll actually be something I am sort of playing enough for, but you never know. And I don't know. World of Warcraft, I've only ever played that just a tiny bit, and then it was years ago. Not right after the launch, but back in the days when level 60 was maximum, so before any expansions to WoW had actually come out. So really long ago, and then the monthly cost it got too much. Like I was 10 years ago or so, like maybe 8 years ago, I was young, I was 14 maybe, so didn't really have a regular source of income that would allow me to regularly spend, what was it, 15 euros back then? Every month on a game. It just wasn't gonna happen. So I kind of quit. Never really got very far. I think I got to level maybe 50, 55. I know I never got really into the high-end raiding stuff. No, I think I did go to level 60 and started some dungeon stuff, but nothing, like not the big 25-man raid stuff, didn't do any of that. So, I don't know, but I always thought that, you know, the boss fights in those huge raids were incredibly interesting, just because they had such diverse tactics to them sometimes. They could be really quite fun and interesting and challenging, and I mean, these games do have a gear grind associated with them, but that's just the way it is. If I know that's what I'm getting into, then that's okay. So, I guess I've just been looking for something like WoW, but that wasn't WoW for a long time. Incidentally, you should aggro this trainer as I have done so here, because then he'll walk out of the way and you can get the item that's behind him. Otherwise you'll have to wait until you get cut, which is a little ways away. I don't think it's anything very important, but, you know, the point still stands. So yeah, just... I don't know, this high-end, very difficult PvE content, it's something I really enjoyed in Guild Wars 1 as well, which does have some very, very challenging PvE content. Especially when you sort of play it in the quote-unquote fast or quote-unquote correct. It's definitely not the correct way, it's the fast way, it's the fun way, it's what I consider correct because it's the most fun for me, but there's no such thing as a correct way to play a game. It's bullshit. That doesn't exist. You play the game as you like it, and that's correct. And there's no objective way of saying you're playing it wrong. Anyway, the problem with Guild Wars 1 is that it's self-destruct. I don't want to learn self-destruct. Problem with Guild Wars is it's such an old game now that the community is fairly dead, and you've got a huge split between really, really bad players, ones that start playing now into a game that's 10 years old, or players that have just come back after not having played for years and years. And then there's those that are so much into the game that they've never stopped playing, and they now have 10 years of experience under their belt playing a single game, which, as you might imagine, makes them really, really good players. But, it's no secret power, it's okay. I never played that much. I'm kind of sort of a medium level player. I had this feeling, I knew I had to battle you. So yeah, I'm a medium level player, which means I get frustrated when playing with the really bad guys, because I'm solid at doing the stuff I do. I very rarely fail my jobs, so there is that. But when I'm playing with really high-end players, they are so good that it basically makes me... Oh, shouldn't have used slam there, that was stupid. That it somewhat makes me feel bad for not being good enough. So, again, not an ideal playing experience. And there used to be a lot of medium-level guilds around back when the game was still active, but now that there's a sequel out... not very many people play anymore. The game is 10 years old. It hasn't had any updates in forever. Basically, they're just keeping it running and fixing any really critical bugs if they have to. But that's about it. So the community's dead, and well, it's limping along. But more and more people leave the game. You don't really have active players that much anymore, which is just a shame. So I thought, hey, Wildstar's about a year old, still gets Whirlwind. Let's see, do I have anything I want to get rid of? I could probably get rid of Tackle. I don't use Whirlwind anyway, but it's some nice utility, and I don't need Tackle when I have Quick Attack. Anyway, Wildstar year old, gets regular updates. Might just have a more active community. I know it's a fairly small community, it's not getting played that much, but still. My friend has many cute Pokémon. I'm so jealous. And this episode's getting a little long, I know. But as I said, I'm not cutting for length, I'm cutting for when it's sort of convenient. When it makes sense. Slam. Nice. Which means that I'm going to be cutting before I engage the arena fight. Not going to switch for a Pidgey, definitely. Can use the experience. So yeah, this might be a 40-minute plus episode. Luckily, YouTube does tend to save where you stop watching a video, so if this is too long for you, yeah, let's switch for the other Oddish actually. Just to make it go faster. If this is too long for you, just watch the first 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then, you know, close your browser when you have something else to do, when you have to, I don't know, work, sleep, do stuff with your significant other, whatever. And then whenever you come back, you can open the video up again, and it should start playing right where you left it off. Thereabouts, anyway. I think you're not trainers. This cape is a famous date spot. Misty, the gym leader, has high hopes about this place. Okay. Hello, are you here alone? If you're out at Cerulean's Cape, well, it should be as a couple. Blah, blah, blah. That's my Pokémon. Science is my lady. Oh, look, it's a... Pee-pee? Hiya, I'm a Pokémon. No, I'm not. Call me Bill. I'm a true blue Pokemaniac. Hey, what's with that skeptical look? I'm not joshing you, pal. I screwed up an experiment and got combined with a Pokémon. So how about it? Help me out here? You can't really say no, I think he just keeps asking. Wait till I get inside the teleporter. When I do, go to my PC and run the cell separation system. Bling! Strange initiated the teleporter cell separator. And there's Bill. Yeehaw! Thanks, bud. I owe you one. So, did you come to see my Pokémon collection? You didn't? That's a bummer. I've got to thank you. Oh, here. Maybe this'll do. You got an SS ticket. Put the SS ticket in the key items pocket. That cruise ship SSN is in Vermilion City. I hear there are lots of trainers on board too. They invited me to their party, but I can't stand fancy do's. Why don't you go instead of me? Go and have a good time. Something, I think. Wasn't there somewhere... I seem to recall there was somewhere you could look at some of the rare Pokemon he has, but I might have been wrong. Anyway, we are sort of done with this place. I'm going to just show you the fast way back. You don't have to go through all the sort of obstacles up there with all where all the trainers are again. You can just run down and hop here, and then I shall heal my Pokemon. And this is also where I'll be ending the episode. Next episode I'll probably have an Abra. Maybe even evolve it, I don't quite know. Actually, no, I don't want to evolve it yet. But, maybe do some leveling up and get ready for the gym. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.